What is the looking glass self? The idea of the looking glass self may sound poetic or complicated at first, but it is actually a very simple and powerful concept in sociology and psychology. It was introduced by Charles Horton Cooley, an American sociologist, in the early 1900s. The phrase looking glass refers to a mirror, and this theory suggests that other people act like mirrors for us. Just like we look into a mirror to see how we look on the outside, we look at other people's reactions to see how we are on the inside. In short, we learn who we are by seeing how others respond to us. Imagine you are telling a joke. If the people around you laugh and enjoy it, you may start to think of yourself as funny or clever. But if they look confused or do not respond, you might begin to think that you are not as funny as you thought. This is the looking glass self in action. Your sense of self, who you think you are, is shaped by how others behave toward you. The process has 3 main steps. First, you imagine how you appear to others. You try to picture how they see you. Do they think you are smart? Attractive? Interesting? Second, you imagine how they are judging you. You guess whether they approve, disapprove, or are impressed. Third, based on what you imagine, you develop feelings about yourself. If you think others see you in a positive light, you feel good. If you think they see you negatively, you may feel embarrassed or insecure. What is interesting is that this process happens all the time, even if we do not notice it. It starts from a young age. A baby smiles and waits to see if the parent smiles back. A child draws a picture and watches the teacher's face to guess if it is good. A teenager posts a photo online and checks for likes and comments. An adult speaks in a meeting and watches coworkers' reactions to feel confident or doubtful. At every stage of life, we use others' responses as feedback to form our self-image. But here is something important. It is not about what others actually think. It is about what we believe they think. That means the looking glass self can sometimes be based on misunderstandings. You may think someone is judging you harshly when they are just distracted or tired. Or you might believe someone admires you when they are simply being polite. These imagined judgments still shape how you feel about yourself, even if they are not true. So, the looking glass self can build confidence or cause self-doubt depending on how you interpret social feedback. This theory helps explain why people act differently in different situations. A person might feel shy in one group but outgoing in another. That is because their sense of self shifts based on how they think others see them. It also shows why people care so much about reputation, social approval, or peer pressure. We are constantly adjusting who we are based on the mirror others hold up for us. The looking glass self also plays a big role in school, family, and relationships. If a student is always told they are not smart, they may start to believe it, even if it is not true. If parents constantly praise a child, the child may grow up feeling capable and worthy. In friendships and romantic relationships, we often look to our partner's words and actions to measure our value. A kind, respectful partner helps us feel lovable and secure. A critical or distant partner can make us question ourselves. This is why encouragement, kindness, and support are so powerful. When we reflect love and respect to others, we help them build a strong and healthy self-image. When we shame, ignore, or mock others, we damage the way they see themselves. That is also why bullying, racism, and discrimination are so harmful. These negative mirrors force people to see themselves through unfair or hateful reflections. which can lead to lasting emotional pain and low self-esteem. On the positive side, the looking glass self can also help people grow. A mentor who believes in you can change your life. A friend who sees the good in you can help you start believing in yourself. Even one teacher or coach who says, "You can do it," may completely transform a student's future. That is the power of seeing yourself through someone else's kind and hopeful eyes. Today, the looking glass self is more visible than ever because of social media. When people post something online, they are usually waiting for feedback, likes, comments, shares. This feedback becomes part of how they see themselves. If a post gets a lot of attention, they feel popular or successful. If it is ignored, they may feel invisible or unimportant. The same principle applies. We are using others' reactions as a mirror to see who we are. The risk, of course, is that we become too dependent on others to define us. If we rely only on outside approval, we might lose our inner sense of worth. That is why it is important to build self-awareness and self-confidence, so that we are not completely shaped by others' opinions. A healthy balance is key, learning from others, but also believing in ourselves, even when the feedback is not perfect. In the end, the looking glass self reminds us of how connected we are. No one develops alone. We are social beings, and our identity is created through interaction. Every compliment, every frown, every gesture, every silence matters more than we think. We are all shaping one another, whether we realize it or not. So the next time you smile at someone, offer encouragement, or simply listen, remember that you might be helping them see themselves in a better light. And when you feel unsure about who you are, ask yourself, am I looking into a clear mirror? Or is my reflection being blurred by someone else's bias? Understanding the looking glass self gives us the power to be more kind, more aware, and more grounded in who we truly are. If you found this explanation helpful and you would like to see more content like this that breaks down complex ideas in simple and easy ways, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us grow and bring you more educational content. Thank you for watching, and keep reflecting wisely.